I'm Sheriff David Clark, and I want to talk to you about something personal, your safety. It's no longer a spectator sport. I need you in the game. But are you ready? With officers laid off and furloughed, simply calling 911 and waiting is no longer your best option. You can beg for mercy from a violent criminal, hide under the bed, or you can fight back. But are you prepared? Consider taking a certified safety course in handling a firearm so you can defend yourself until we get there. You have a duty to protect yourself and your family. We're partners now. Can I count on you?
You want to arm everybody in Milwaukee. You do these racy Hollywood-style adverts. You want them all out there armed and shooting. What you're creating is a return to the Wild West in Milwaukee.
If I can answer the question, are we going to have an honest exchange here, or are you just going to continue to talk over me?
County sheriffs suing the state of Colorado. They're filing a federal civil rights suit against our state to overturn 2 gun bills signed by the governor.
We each took an oath. The line in the sand has been drawn, and we will stand united.
They are unenforceable and encourage disrespect for the law, which puts both law enforcement and the public in greater danger.
A pistol with a 17-round magazine is not some dangerous and unusual weapon that's only used by gangsters.
Clearly, this president, Obama, Eric Holder, all of these people who believe that they just can sign an executive order without the legislative process and has the same effect as law is ridiculous. And I, as a constitutionally elected sheriff, she'll not only not enforce it, she'll fight this president. He is not a king. He is not a dictator. This is a republic, and he is a trustee of the power of the people, which comes in the form of the Constitution.
This is based on looking at history for the last 100 years, is that proverbial foot in the door, that it's a 15-round magazine today, it's a 10-round magazine tomorrow, and a no magazine a year from now.
Everybody in law enforcement and the judiciary takes the same oath. I took the oath. It's to uphold the Constitution of the United States. Implicit in that oath is a judgment that each individual makes. Is this order that my superiors have given me? Is this request that my colleagues have asked of me? Is this application that lawyers have made before me consistent with the Constitution?
When I swore oath to a community, a group of people who live in Jackson County. I swore oath to the Constitution, in which I swore oath also to the Constitution of Kentucky. And in that Constitution is the Second Amendment, and that's what this country is based upon. How can I rightfully, in my own mind and in my heart, come in and take guns away from people when that is their protection?
And you'd be happy with that if every school suddenly had people running around with guns, right?
You're a good guesser. Yes, sir.
Where are they going to put them?
Well, when people carry a concealed firearm, one doesn't exactly know for sure. And the element of surprise remains with the person carrying concealed.
Obviously, this is your constitutional right, okay? Yep. As far as we're concerned, you're not breaking any laws. Okay. All right, just so you know, okay, he's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I made my position known. I tell my deputies that, I didn't support anything, any regulations that would infringe upon the constitutional rights of our citizens.
AR-15 style, military style assault weapons, which are killing machines.
Well, I think Smith & Wesson's 6-cylinders killed too, but this is the Second Amendment. We do follow the Constitution in this country, and that's the way it is.
They're actually limiting what defensible things that common citizens and law-abiding folks can have at their disposal to protect their families and their homes.
So I will not enforce an unconstitutional law against any citizen in Smith County. It just won't happen.
I personally believe that the provision in the Second Amendment is the final fail-safe, if you will. And I believe that there is a goal to ultimately take as many firearms as possible.
It's kind of like the Bible. Either you believe it or you don't believe it. The Constitution, either you believe it or you don't. You either live by it or you don't. I think people have tried to compromise it, tried to tweak it, mold it to whatever best suits them financially or for whatever other reason.
I am absolutely 100% pro-Second Amendment. I was troubled by the willingness to use executive orders.
And I know with the Second Amendment, the way it was designed, was to protect the people from also from the government.
in an instance of taking advantage of people's grief to pass things that in the final analysis are not in the best interest of the country, well, I'm doing what I feel I am elected to do. And I'm not a robot. I'm supposed to think about what it is I do.
Is it a crime for him to refuse to cooperate with the feds? Absolutely not. Does he have the discretion, the lawful ability to refuse to cooperate with the feds? Yes, he does. This is actually a growing movement throughout the country. I commend, I applaud local law enforcement when they say to the feds, don't come here.
This is serious stuff. And that all Americans have to be gravely alarmed at the powers, increasing powers of our federal government.
While I still have a voice, let me speak. While I still have the strength, let me stand for peace and liberty. While I still have a chance. While we still have the means, let us fight for the things that we know to be right. Above all else, to preserve freedom's light. Look to ourselves. There's no one else. None to check the tyrant's power. No other way. No other day. This must be our fight.